Students, topic for today is auditors' role in enhancing corporate governance. For maintaining and enhancing corporate governance, the role of auditors is very important as it is auditors' responsibility to keep a strict vigilance on each and every aspect in the organization. An auditor has to assess detail various aspects of the organizations like financial matters, managerial matters, internal control, the importance of each and every aspects of every stakeholders of the company, etc. Role of auditors is immense in terms of monitoring the internal control system in order to evaluate financial statements and advising different people in the organizations at different levels in terms of making decisions which in future may predict the success of an company. We will see different roles one by one. How an auditor plays a very prominent role in enhancing corporate governance, in enhancing transparency, in increasing the value of a company, and gives important assistance in different aspects of an organization. First role of an auditor is evaluating risk. Risk, when we say, it comprises of different types. Risk are never invited, but they suddenly comes in a way of organization's future and plays a very important role block in the success of any company. Financial risk, managerial risk, organizations has amples of challenges in terms of managing different conflicts in organizations. Many risks are from internal part of an organization and many risks are external which cannot be controlled but which can be opposed through an effective strategy of an organization. First, auditors' role is to evaluate risk. Various types of risk when it comes, then organization makes a strategy to defeat those challenges. But if risk are evaluated in terms of the problems, the solutions, better strategies to overcome such challenges may be given by an auditors who is an expert person in the field of monitoring financial matters, because the primary objective of any auditor is to just see the health of an company in terms of financial matters. So different types of challenges when they come, it's very easy to overcome if an organization in advance may know about possibilities of different types of risk. So this type of risk may be indicated, updated and evaluated. Its damages what it will make to the organizations and possible solutions to overcome such remedies may be done by organizations which will be advised by an auditor. So a company following good corporate governance is less prone to various risks that are associated. Companies on the regular interval of stage, if they follow guidelines, instructions, the rules of the government then they will not face any such kind of risk in its business activities. But when we say an organization who does not follow such kind of instructions, guidelines, may always face challenges or may always be having one or type of risk. So an auditor evaluates the various risks before it damages an organization. As I said, the primary objectives of any auditor is to just indicate an organization about the risk and to show the possible solutions, how such things may be overcome. So that is the first role of an auditor, to evaluate risk. Second role of an organization is evaluating controls and operations. Being an auditor, it is his important responsibility to maintain a sound internal control system so that the chances of manipulation in the organizations can be stopped before it takes a larger form, and by doing so the interests of the organization can be protected and thereby corporate governance can be increased remarkably. So when an organizations want to look for the corporate governance, then they have to manage the internal control system. So chances are there that fraud, manipulations of the data may be protected. By applying some strict internal control system, we say what is the objective of an auditor. Auditor's role here is to form a control system so that the manipulations, changes, fraud may be protected. So if the operation of the organizations are controlled effectively and productively, the betterment of the organization and thereby the economy as a whole can be realized. So that is the matter when an internal control system is better. When we say everything goes as per its timetable schedules, then organizations may be highly successful. So if the operations of the organizations are controlled effectively, what kind of changes may come? Who does this thing? It's auditors' responsibilities to maintain such kind of measures through a system which can be followed by others within organizations. Good system must be followed. Good system must be obeyed. Third type of role for an auditor is advising manager. For enhancing corporate governance in the organizations, managers play very important role. The functions or objectives of any manager is to manage, coordinate, organize betterly. So how it is done? How better management can be done? With what kind of technique, strategies? We say such things may be possible. So it is possible when you are advising the managers. Managers are enhanced in terms of its knowledge. People may be telling to what it has been said. According to corporate governance, or for a better corporate governance, specific rules and regulations are being given. What advantages is there? So advantage is very larger. So for enhancing corporate governance in the organization, it is an important factor of the auditors to advise manager to maintain compliance of the Companies Act. So advising managers to be in touch with the latest rules and regulations being given by government. कोई भी नया रूल आता है then it is been said compliance मतलब you should be following the rules and regulations, or your business activities may be done according to the things which has been or guidelines which has been issued by the governments. Any act, if it is made by government, it must be followed. Apart from that, there are general rules according to Companies Act how companies may be run. So all this thing is important. So compliance का मतलब होता है, compliance means in relation with or in coordination with. So when it is better coordinated, managers will perform better work, effective work. So compliances with Companies Act, and to verify the compliance from time to time, to keep space with the amended rules and regulations of the government. तो एक बार कोई रूल्स बन गया, इसका मतलब नहीं कि दैट रूल्स विल नॉट बी चेंज. उस पर्टिकुलर रूल्स में थोड़े थोड़े अपडेट्स आएंगे, उसको हम अमेंडमेंट बोलेंगे. सो व्हेन एन एक्ट इज ओल्डर, many amendments may come. Amendments are changes related to the demands from the people's, demand from the environment. When it comes, then the managers, they can remain in compliance with the governments, in cooperations with the government. As a result of that, they may be knowing better than any other person. So in the large organizations, we find various managers to whom different responsibilities are assigned, like production managers, sales managers, HR managers, finance manager, etc. It is the responsibilities of the auditor to advise them for maintaining consistency. Consistency means continuous things, consistency in performance. There should be consistency in your work. So different managers may be from production department, marketing department, finance department, HR department. They may be advised by auditors because an auditors may be beneficiaries for all these departments. They regularly have to watch the news. Fourth point is assessing compliance with policies and procedures. Organizations' policies and procedure must be in compliance to enhance corporate governance. Simple funda है, government plus companies, how they work. Any kinds of act, any kinds of rules may not be changed but be followed. So assessing compliance with policies and procedures, that is important thing. Assessing. So first, to know what are different kinds of acts which may be an hindrance, how it will be followed. Example, we say different kinds of political system may exist. but remaining in compliances with the latest update on different acts. Suppose a Consumer Protection Act, then how it is useful? That all things may be known. So assessing compliances, different acts like Consumer Protection Act 1986, Companies Act 2002, Environment Protection and Pollution Act 1986, all must be followed, because these acts are being formed by governments with a great interest to curb crime or to bring transparency in legal system. So that is fourth role of an auditor. Fifth role of an auditor is verifying the existence of assets. So auditor's role also includes verifying the existence of assets. Assets means a company may own a machineries, land, they may come in assets. So it is responsibility of the auditor that the balance sheet of the organization should show true and fair view. So the owner is deciding what, then you have to look for that. Verifying existing assets, it is responsibility of the auditor that the balance sheet of the organization should show true and fair view. So true and fair view, that should be the first priority for an auditors. Auditors may not be cheating, doing fraud on account of the benefits. An accountant's work is to monitor, check the documents which are correct or not. So fifth point is verifying the existence of assets. Means companies may get assets by different way, form. Already the existence of different truck, they will be able to follow. An organization is generally very useful in terms of when you see yourself that an auditors may perform different works